What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. In this video, I have something very exciting I want to share with you. As some of you are aware, myself and Austin Silver have developed and put together a backtesting course. Now, in this video, I want to specifically take you through the spreadsheet I've developed. Some of you guys that follow me on Instagram have seen I've been developing a backtesting spreadsheet within Google Sheets. For the past few months now, I've completely self-taught myself all the formulas, mathematical equations, and it's just something I'm very excited for a lot of traders to kind of just see the potential and power this spreadsheet has to offer. As some of you know, I preach backtesting. Backtesting is a very important component that will make you a very confident and successful trader. Without knowing how your system performs, you're just going to lack the confidence to keep taking the trades you should be involved in, especially if you have just experienced a losing streak. If you have that data with you and you know how many losses your system is going to take if you go through a drawdown period, you will have the confidence to keep on entering the trades that your system is telling you to enter without getting emotions in the way. As soon as you let your emotions and your thoughts and your opinions into your trade plan, that's when things go south very fast. So like I was saying, having the backtesting data in front of you, knowing how your system performs, knowing what are the best pairs to perform, what are the best times to trade, can really help narrow down and filter out a lot of bad trade setups, because you will have the data in front of you and you'll know how it is performing. So in the description box below, you will see a link to the course. Go check it out. But before you do, watch this video and I'm going to run you through the spreadsheet I've put together and just show you how it works and the power behind it. If that's something that you want in your trading, go check out the course. Trust me, I'm very happy with this product and I can guarantee it's going to make you a much better trader knowing how to backtest your system. There's a cap. So before we move on, if you are new to the channel, I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified for any new content I release. All right, so let's jump into the spreadsheet. This is very exciting for me. So let's go through. I'll give you guys a visual rundown of how to use this spreadsheet and how automated it is to take a lot of the back end work out of backtesting. So as you can see in front of me, we have trade data and parameters. Now, when backtesting a system, you should be tracking the very basic things like the pair, the entry formation, so your entry reason. Did you enter on a doji candle? Did you enter on a specific candle formation such as a 3-bar reversal or an EMA cross? Anything like that, that's what you would put in here. The strategy, so if your strategy has a name, you'll put it in there. Here at ASFX, we use the A1, the D1, and the D2 strategies. Trending, counter trend, so are you trading with the trend or are you trading counter trend? Is it a long or a short position, so you're buying or selling? And then the chart interval, so what was your trading time frame? Was it the 15-minute, the 4-hour, the daily? Whatever it is, you'd put it in there. Now before we move on to the entry data, I just want to quickly say, in my personal opinion, nothing beats manual backtesting, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Actually, we'll get into that right now. So here you can see I have a chart of Euro USD, and on TradingView, so I use TradingView as my charting package to do all my chart markups and my technical analysis. So with TradingView, you can have this replay feature where you can actually go back in historic data and then you can start clicking through to revealing the next bar. In my personal opinion, nothing beats this type of backtesting. Seeing the market in front of you, manual backtesting, I know a lot of people try and automate it. They try and use the Pine editor in TradingView, or they use other software to try and automate the backtesting process. Yes, it is tedious, but with the spreadsheet, that's why I've tried to take a lot of the back end work out of it, like I was saying earlier. So doing it this way is one of the best and most efficient and best way to become a better trader when you are backtesting, because you're actually seeing how it's happening. You're getting an idea of how each pair moves, the characteristics of each pair, and you can log that into your backtesting data as well, so you get a better understanding of what's happening. So with backtesting, essentially what it is you are picking a pair you want to trade, you're going back in historic data like I just showed you with the replay tool, and then you are simply following a rules-based system. So when that happens on the chart, you will take the entry, you'll log it, and you'll see how it played out. And then over 100 trades or 5 years worth of data, you will then see how profitable you would have been. And then you can take that trading system with a positive expectancy and trade it in the live market with complete confidence, because you know that the past data, historic data, has been profitable, and those patterns are repeatable and will happen in the future. So coming back to the spreadsheet, I'm just going to quickly touch on some more of the parameters we have in here. So we have the entry data. So we have the entry date, the entry time, the entry price, and your initial stop loss. These are the 4 main key things that will generate and automate the rest of the spreadsheet. As long as you have this in here, you have long, short, and you have your pair, everything else will be taken care of and will be all automated. I'll show you this process in just a minute. Target 1R to 4R will be completely automated. So what 1R means, it's R multiple. So if we got hit out, if our trade went to 1R, if we risked $100, we'll then gain 100. If price went to 4R, it's just a multiplier. So if we risked $100 in the trade, and price went to 4R, we'll then gain $400. So it's a 1 to 4 risk to reward. All you have to do is simply select the outcome in these checkboxes. So let's say the trade was a loss and it hit your stop loss, you would simply hit stop loss hit. If let's say your trade hit take profit 3R, you would simply check that box. Or if it was break even, you then put in your exit date and your exit time, and then what that would do is that would populate the whole thing for you. So exit price, total pips, and the outcome will be in there, and then you have the gain in a monetary dollar figure, and you have the gain in percent. Now, just quickly running over to the dashboard, you can see I've put all the statistics here. So as you're logging trades and going along, you can see how the system's performing. You can see how many trades you have taken, how many pips you are up. You can see your equity curve over here. You can even enter your starting account size. So let's say you have a $5,000 account. If you have a $100,000 account, you can put that in there, and you can also adjust the risk you want to take. So if you want to risk 0.5% per trade, or if you want to risk 1% per trade, you can just input that in there, and they'll automatically update the whole spreadsheet for you. It'll give you the total percentage gain. And if you want to trade a fixed position size, I know there's a few traders out there that just trade a position size money management strategy. You can do that as well. So you can select from standard, mini, or micro lots, and then you can just do your lot multiply. So how many standard lots are you trading? How many micro or mini lots are you trading? And then you get a quick overview of how that is performing down here. So you'll see very quick overview of your max drawdown, biggest win, average win, and then your biggest loss and average loss. Moving back on to over here, let's show you a quick example of how this works. Another thing I just want to touch on as well. Sorry, I'm talking really fast. I'm trying to make this video as short and full of value and information as possible in a short period of time. I am in the process of adding a scaling out or a partial profit feature. I know a lot of traders are starting to trade this way. So if I can put in the spreadsheet where, let's say at 2R, you want to take 50% off the trade. I want that option to be there. Of course, this kind of risk management and trade management system is very personal to a lot of traders, and every trader will have their own unique edge on how they do this. Me personally, once the trade reaches 1R, I'll move my stop loss to break even. When the trade gets to 1.5R, I'll then take 50% off, and then I'll take the remaining position off at 3R. That is my trade management. I am kind of starting to go on a more of a swing approach where I'm trying to swing the trades, but that's a totally different video. But for now, let's focus on the spreadsheet and let's start entering some data, going back to TradingView, waiting for our system to present our trade, and then we'll log it into the backtesting spreadsheet. All right, so here we are in TradingView. Let's go use this replay feature like I was showing you guys before, and let's see if we can generate any trades. So as we go along, I'm just going to use a candle formation off a significant EMA. So this is an AceFX strategy. And here we go. We have, of course, this isn't the full strategy, but it is very basic and kind of similar to how it would present. So we would call this a shift candle, and then we'll see how it plays out. So you can see here, we have the trade progressing, and let's just say 2R will be our take profit, and we'll be fully out of the trade at 2R. So let's just bring this back over here, and then as you can see, trade hit our 2R take profit. What we'll then do is we'll grab the entry price. So as you can see over here, you have 1.1779. we have a take profit at 1.1820. And then if I just move my face over here, we have 1.1758 as our stop loss, this little red box over here. So what that is essentially showing us, just put me back here, is your stop loss, your entry, and your take profit. All we have to do now is input that into our spreadsheet, and I'll show you the magic. So let's go back over here so we can see we are testing Euro USD. So we can type that in there like that. EMA cross was our entry reason. I'm just going to leave the strategy blank for now. It was trending. If I can spell. It was a long position. So a long position meaning we brought the pair. So you can see we were buying the currency. We go back over here. The chart interval was the 1 hour. So we'll grab the entry date. So as you can see over here, we entered on the 4th of the 5th, so April the 5th, 2021. So 04/5/21. The entry time was 23. And then we'll put in our entry price. So we'll see here we got 1.1779. And then we have our stop loss, which again was down here. So you can see this red one over here. So 1.1758. So 1.1758. And now if we just watch this over here, you'll see the target data populate target 1R all the way up to 4R. Now you can put in your own custom one. So if you are trailing your stops or you are taking, you know, a not a traditional R multiple like a 1.2 or 1.4R risk reward thing, you are just letting it trail. Maybe you're doing a trailing stop. You can put your custom exit price in there. And like I was saying before, we can see this trade hit our 2R target. So all we'll do is we TP2, which is take profit 2. And if we come over here, just give it a second, you can see we had an exit price of 1.1821, which was our 2R exit. We gained 42 pips. The outcome was a win, and we gained $2,000 or 2% of our account. Now, coming back into the dashboard, you can see $100,000. 1% of $100,000 is $1,000 per trade. So if we go back into over here, you can see 1.1820 was our exit price, 1.1820. That is all automated. Coming back into the dashboard, you can start to see it kind of populate a little bit. You have your long versus short positions, so you can see if your system's more profitable and how many long positions versus short positions you are taking. You can see your win-loss ratio. You can see the total amount of break-even trades, winning trades, losing trades, best performing pair. So if you're testing, you know, a portfolio of pairs, the majors, the minors, the crosses, or everything in between, you can see which one's performing the best using your strategy. So maybe you can filter them down and you only have to trade a small portfolio instead of trading every single pair out there. You can see we have the position size based risk, so one standard lot. You can see how that affects the overall thing. It's very amazing how powerful this is, and the amount of data and statistics a lot of traders will be able to utilize this spreadsheet for to get a better understanding of how the system is performing. Going forward, let's see if we can find another trade. So over here, this is another one of the ASFX. This is the A1 signal. And then let's aim for 2R. All right, so we're gonna aim for 2R on this trade. So let's see what happens. And there we have it. We just got taken out at our 2R position. So now what we'll do is we'll simply log that data into the spreadsheet. So we have our entry price, our initial stop loss, and our target price. So we'll go over, we'll grab our entry date. So once again, we'd go back into the backtesting tab. We'd come back over here, we'd select Euro USD. You can either select it, type it in, or click the little cross and drag it down. This one was a 2 candle formation off a significant EMA. The strategy was an A1, so the Ace FX breakout method. It was a trending, it was a long position, it was on the 1 hour. We simply grab our entry date, so we entered on, once again, the 4th, so the 6th of April. Sorry, my cat's being needy. And then what time we entered? We entered at, once again, 11 p.m. The entry price was 1.1828, so 1.1828, and the stop loss was, show you here, 1.1805, so 1.1805. Once again, you'll see all this populate. So we now have our targets automatically generated. We got out for 2R. And then coming over here, we'll see our exit price, total pips, and the outcome, as well as the gain. So there we have it. So 46 pips on this trade, 2% gain. Coming back over to the dashboard, we can now see our equity curve. So the equity curve will show you the statistics of the position size risk and the fixed percent-based risk, which is what majority of traders use. So you can change this. So let's say if you have a $10,000 account, you can put that in there. Coming back over to backtesting, you'll see the gain over here. You'll see that. So 1% of a $10,000 account is $100. We are aiming for 2R, which is a 2 times multiplier. You'll see it's a $200 gain on both of those trades. Once again, you can, if targets were here, you're aiming for 4R targets. So you're going for a 4R multiple. All you'd have to do is check that box. And you would see it automatically updates. So 4% of the trade, 92 pips, and it'll give you your exit price. Coming back over to the dashboard, it will give you more statistics of what's happening. So now let's try and find a losing trade. So moving on with this trade, let's see what we can find. We would have been clearly stopped out on this trade. So once again, we'll grab our entry price and our stop loss and our date, entry date and entry time. So we can see the 8th of April 2021. We'll go back into the backtesting spreadsheet. Back over here, we'll grab Euro USD. I won't worry about putting any of that in. I believe this was trending still. It was a long position on the 1 hour. So our entry date was the 8th. 17. Entry price was 1.1881. So 1.18, sorry. And the stop loss was 1.1872. 1.2. All right, once again, you'll see the target data populate automatically, and then we can hit stop loss hit. So coming up over here, you'll see the exit data and the outcome all fill in automatically, and there you go. So we have a losing trade, -9 pips and -$100, since we're risking 1% of a $10,000 account. And if you look over here, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but in this bottom tab over here, let me just grab the arrow, you can see 9 pips, and it automatically generates that for you, so you didn't have to enter any of that data. Coming back into the dashboard, you can now see we have a losing trade, and you can see everything kind of starts to come together in a bigger picture. So what if now we just copy and paste this data? So let's grab Euro USD, let's grab these trades over here, and let's just copy and paste a few. And let's see what happens. Now, obviously, this isn't real data. I'm just giving you an example of how the spreadsheet works. Let's go maybe 2R. Let's put this on the break even, maybe 2 stopped out, and then maybe another 2R. So as you can see on the right here, the spreadsheet is doing its thing. It's automatically calculating everything in the back end. And there we have it. So we go back into the dashboard, and now I'll show you how everything's coming along. So you can see using this data we've inputted, we have had a 10.5% increase in our account. So we have made $1,000 and $1,050. Our max drawdown using percentage-based risk, which is what majority of traders use, is $200. Biggest win has been 400. The average win is 270. Our max drawdown was 1.81%. Biggest loss was 100 and average loss was 100. And then you got your position-based risk here over here as well. This is a perfect example of how to start understanding the spreadsheet and how everything kind of ties together. Coming back over to backtesting, maybe we can change one of these to, let's say, Euro Aussie. Let's go, Euro NZD. Let's do another Euro Aussie. So coming back over to the dashboard, you can now see your best performing pair and how all the pairs are performing. Best performing month, so you'll see a percentage of your best performing month and you'll see number of trades per month. This is, once again, I recently experienced this earlier, but the end of last year and the beginning of this year. My trading was a bit slow. I was getting a bit edgy. I just wanted to be involved in trades. Having the backtesting information and statistics in front of me, you now know when the more volatility increases in the market, so you can prepare yourself for quieter months, and it allows you not to be making irrational decisions and jumping in trades you shouldn't be in. Once again, it removes all the emotions from trading and removes your opinions as well. Moving on for AceFX members, if you're an AceFX member, we have everything we track and all the parameters in the spreadsheet already. So we have the pairs we trade. We have the strategies, the A1, the D1, and the D2, like I was explaining before. Trending, counter, trend, long, short, chart interval. We have the rising and falling L50. So if you're an AceFX member, this is just the language we use to talk to each other. Swapping L50, which is a liquid 50 using the TDI, so the Traders Dynamic Index. In the Asia range, first breakout out of the Asia range, entry candle overextended, next candle bullish, bearish, divergence, RSI, high of day, low of day. We can simply put in the same parameters and everything like that, and it's all the same. Exactly the same spreadsheet, just more for AceFX members. And then we have a generic spreadsheet for anyone else who wants to test their own system. And you can even go in here, if you right click, insert one right, you can start entering your own parameters if you have that in your system. So let's say you need high time frame confluence. So let's say high time frame confirmation. Let's just put, you need the 1 hour. So if you're trading a low time frame, just for this example, actually let's just put, so the daily time frame, you could put yes. So if the higher time frame is in confluence with your trading time frame, this is all you'll do. And you'd simply put that in there, and what it will do is it will calculate these yeses are meant to be green and the ends are meant to be red, but that's just because I'm doing some testing on the back end over here. But you can add your own parameters, and it's just amazing the power of this spreadsheet. Once it comes together with over 100 trades or so, and you start really building up a collection of these statistics, the information it gives you is just phenomenal and really helps with our trading psychology, one of the most important aspects of becoming a profitable and successful trader. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Sorry if I've rambled on, if I've talked too fast. I hope I got the information across just as I wanted it to. Once again, I'm very excited for traders to experience this. The link is in the description below. Go check it out. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me on Instagram or drop a comment below in the video. I hope you guys got some value out of it. If you did, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified for any new content I release. Once again, I appreciate you guys. See you in the next video.